All right, what's going on, Sambo Nation? Welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Samboner Show, another segment, Mondays with Mick. That's right, folks. We are back and we are grinding day in, day out. Look, the good news is that it's Tuesday, right? The Philadelphia Eagles were the last wild card game on Monday Night Football, and therefore we get to wake up to a Tuesday, which essentially no, it's not gonna. No, it's not Wednesday. I don't know where I'm going with that. But the kids are off. The kids are off. So I'm gonna try to keep it nice and cool. Hey, you never know. 2 or 3 of them maybe just like sitting here at the door listening. Like, okay, let's listen in on Dad and what he's saying because he kind of has some crazy shit to say sometimes. But no, I'm gonna keep it nice and cool here. Hope everybody can just continue to drive, be safe. I'm not gonna run you off the road or anything like that. You know what? I'm going to even avoid the Philadelphia Eagles for a second. Let's just give a nice little shout out to our good friends at Not For Long Media, Jack and Colin and the team to continue to do great things. Great slate of shows. Appreciate you supporting the Samboner Show. Appreciate you supporting this Samboner right here. Shout out to our good friends, the original Fudge Kitchen, shipping fudge all over the country. FudgeKitchens.com. Always a good time to get your fudge game on. Appreciate all the love and support. Fudge Kitchen family. And last but not least, shout out to our good friends at Hank's Sauce. Use the product code SAMBONE. I do appreciate, just again, all the love and support there. Like that actually works. And, it's a great sauce. It's a great combination of all different flavors, different sauces that you can put on wings and sandwiches and eggs and whatnot. I think like the starter kit's like $32. And, over the holidays, we had a good amount of Samboners out there supporting the Samboner cause. So I do appreciate that. I think we're going to be getting some affiliations with Vivid Seats here soon. Save you guys some money on I guess it's now Flyers and Sixers. But all right, we're firing. Let's go. All right, you know what? Let's just go. I know. I'm just trying. This is so painful. Oh my God, it is so painful to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan. And like I say, it ain't easy. It ain't easy being a Philadelphia Eagles fan. It ain't easy being a Philadelphia sports fan. It ain't easy being a Samboner. God damn it. I'm telling you right now, I got to go on the wagon. I am. I'm going on the weekday wagon. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, nothing. Maybe one on Saturday. You know what I mean? Sambo Nation, we got to tighten up here, folks. We got to tighten up. Sorry about that. I just took a right hook to my microphone. Look at this equipment. Are you kidding me? Brand new desk, up and down, nice little Shure microphone. We talk directly into it. I was told you got to talk directly into it, so that's what I'm going to do. Look at me trying to avoid the Eagles talk at all costs. I will say though, one of the greatest pools, playoff football pools, is underway, and unfortunately, I'm already eliminated. But has anybody out there heard of the Fazal pool? I think Glenn Mack now started to initiate it at one point, and it's been circulating through a core group of guys here, Samboners, if you will, where essentially what you do is it's like a Texas Hold'em tournament for the Philadelphia, or not for the football playoffs. So everybody throws up $50. I wish it was 100, and everybody gets a stack of 1,000 Fazals. So just really picture it as if you got a stack of 1,000 chips and you're playing poker. The minimum bet on every game is 50 Fazals, and the guy that's hosting it will send out the lines a good 5-6 hours before every game. And just like that, we're off and running. 50 here, 100 here, 500 here. And after 6 wild card games, I think the 28 people that are in the Fazal pool, I think there's only about 11 remaining. Now, everybody had the Eagles last night, again, except for the guy that was in the lead. Shout out to Rock, a.k.a. Toast, a.k.a. Mediate, King of the Breakfast Colt. He's up to like 7,400 Fazals, so he's clearly run away with it. I think nobody can catch him at this point. But dude, it's just one of those like happy medium, like it gives you that gambling sensation when you go to bet 200, 300 Fazals on a game. But at the end of the day, all you can lose is $50. And we're all playing for a pot. So I think there's 26 guys in it. So the pot was $1,300. And it's just, dude, again, it's one of those gratifying pools, the Fazal pool. I wish I could explain it better, but I'm absolutely miserable today. I'm not only eliminated from the Fazal pool, but we are eliminated from the NFL playoffs. And I keep asking myself, now what? I woke up with a big knot in my stomach. I really did, Sambone Nation. But you know what? We're going to continue to plow forward. We're going to continue to shovel our driveways. And in a short couple hours from now, I'll probably be Samboner and a chicken cheesesteak going down a hill with, a couple kids jumping on my back. All in good fun. All in good fun, Sambo Nation. But look at me staying nice and calm. This is cool. All right. I'm staying nice and calm. Here we go. The first thing I have to say is this is clearly the biggest collapse in Philadelphia sports history. And I should have did some more research around some of the worst collapse, but coming off, and we just talked about this a couple times, but coming off the Philadelphia Phillies collapse against the Arizona Diamondbacks, and then a couple months later, how did this team even get to 10-1? Honestly, how did they get to 10-1? Now, granted, I know there was a couple games right there before they went on that cold streak where the ball bounced their way, or there was a couple drop passes, but that's either here nor there. They found a way to win, and the defense was respectable. But last night, are you kidding me with that piss poor performance? It really shows me that we had zero heart from the very, very beginning. We had no chance to win that game. Tampa Bay wanted it more, and they showed it on defense. They were bringing the house. Jalen Hurts did not know how to react to it. He was throwing off his back foot the entire night, and it just it makes you wonder, are we sick in the head? Seriously, Samboners, are we fucking ill to the point where we just continue to week in, week out, put on blinders and act like everything's going to be fine? Now, granted, the day before, the Dallas Cowboys get eliminated by the Green Bay Packers. The 2 seed drops to the 7 seed. For starters, didn't see that coming a mile away. And for as gratifying and satisfying as it was, I just didn't see the Dallas Cowboys losing to the Green Bay Packers. So with that said, if that doesn't give you new energy and just make you feel so warm inside, there's got to be something else, right? Because if I'm a Philadelphia Eagle and I'm in that locker room and your arch rival gets upset by the Green Bay Packers the day before you're going to hit the field, oh my God, all righty then. Let's fucking go. This is it. Let's erase everything. Put it all behind us. It's our time to go back out there and get this fucking thing right back on the tracks. But no, they didn't. They laid a goddamn egg. They looked awful. And I'm sitting here still searching for a hope. Second quarter, third quarter, come on, we can make it. Yeah, we did, right? We made it 16-9. And and then, we're going to get the ball back at the second half. All right, we can go out there and tie this sucker up. But oh my God, they went backwards. A safety? Are you kidding me? In an NFC wild card playoff game, you're going to give up a safety the way you did, Jalen Hurts? Come on, man. Get rid of the fucking ball. And just like that, it's 18-9, it's 25-9, it's 32-9. See, I'm not the guy for this, Samboners. I'm not the guy that's going to break down and dissect the Philadelphia Eagles because I think there's something bigger. There's something out there that we don't even know. There's something out there that dropped, whether it was in the clubhouse or whether it was at the executive level with the coaches. You know how Hallie is, right? Hallie calls the shots, right? He doesn't let Nick Sirianni do anything. And then, let's not even get started with the whole defensive coordinator flop. Are you kidding me? Mid-season? I get it. It happens, but it doesn't happen to a Super Bowl championship team. At least I don't think it does. I don't recall any, past Super Bowl champions that have had just coaching issues where the point where they had to switch a coach in the middle of the year. But on top of that, the offensive play calling just absolutely atrocious. I don't know what's going on with Brian Johnson and the fact that Nick Sirianni has no say or what. What's his role? Nick Sirianni, what's his role? Just to fucking scream at the referees and just get all crazy with his players and try to jack them up? I don't really see it. I really don't, because at one point I was a big believer in him. Like, I love the fact that he had that special bond with his teammates, especially on the practice field. Like, these guys were just like laid back, letting loose, having fun, right? We were taking fucking names in the beginning of this year. And then just like that, something went haywire in Kansas City. And then obviously something went haywire in San Francisco. And this has been from that particular time frame has been again one of the biggest collapses in Philadelphia sports, Eagles, NFL history for that matter. And again, it just doesn't add up. It doesn't add up, right? Like, talk to me a little bit about AJ Brown, right? I'm not calling AJ Brown out. He's one of the greatest wide receivers in all of the NFL. But like, okay, all of a sudden you're called out. You can't play, injury protocol, and you wipe out your social media. Like, you wipe out all your Twitter, you wipe out all your Instagram. Like, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Like, but you wipe it out. Like, what did that solve? And what does that tell you? And I can't read into it, but if I'm going to read into it, it tells me that like something else is bothering this guy, right? And again, I have not listened to a lot of the post game. I have not listened to a lot of sport talk radio today. As a matter of fact, as soon as the game was over, I went to bed. I really did. I had enough. I went to bed. I woke up. I didn't turn anything on. Walked outside, took the dog out, shoveled the driveway, pulled my back out, and here I am recording a nice little podcast for you Samboners out there because I care so much about you. I really do. I really care so much. I'm just kidding. But like, give me a fucking break already. Give me a fucking break. Seriously. Like, oh yeah, Joe Embiid, Sixers, Flyers. No, man. No. At the end of the day, this is a Philadelphia Eagles town. And they let us down. They really did. They let us down. Like, how, oh my God, it's so sickening how much I believe. I believe, right? It is a week-to-week league. We had a grand opportunity. People were healthy. Man alive. Shout out to Devontae Smith, man. He looked fucking great. And Jalen looked good at times as well, but he wasn't getting out of the pocket. He wasn't using his legs. There was no mobility incorporated into that offensive game plan. And it's just a crying shame. It's a crying shame the way that all ended. Now, look, is Nick Sirianni going to get fired? I don't know. But I know one thing's for shit sure. Nick Sirianni needs to wise up. I don't think he is a class act professional, future Hall of Fame coach, right? You looked at Andy Reid. Look at Patrick Mahomes. They went out there with class. They went out there and did what they were supposed to do. And unfortunately, from an emotions and attitude standpoint, it's almost like polar opposite. Like, you put Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes up against Nick Sirianni and Jalen Hurts. It's quickly become David and Goliath almost. Like, it's not David and Goliath. That's a stupid analogy, but like 7-8 weeks ago, that was like, holy shit, man, we might see a Super Bowl rematch. Can you fucking imagine? But no. Kansas City got their shit back together after they dropped a couple games, and the Eagles never did. And again, if you're still listening to this podcast, you are a loyal fan of the Samboners, and I can't thank you enough because I don't think it's that exciting. I really don't. This is not a good podcast to listen to right now because I'm miserable and I'm looking for answers, and I don't want to go sledding. I really don't. It's icy out there. It's cold. I'm miserable. Again, I don't want to go sledding. I'm sorry. Can I tell these guys I don't want to go sledding today? Whatever. I'll go. But like, at the end of the day, in closing, Philadelphia Eagles wise, like, what was the root cause? Where did it all go wrong? Our defense is absolutely atrocious. They really are. And how about, oh, dude, there they go. That says it all right there. We go for 2 and we get fucking denied the tush push. We get denied. Holy shit. Jason Kelce got beat on that play. Regardless of the face mask call, Jason Kelce got beat on that play. And Tampa Bay, just like that. That was the statement right there. On a game we get eliminated, a 92% chance of scoring and catching 1 yard to score gets denied. Right there. That says it all right there, Sambo Nation. Now what? I mean, how on God's earth did they get to 10-1? Really? I got to look back on this season, right? I mean, they handed it to the Bucs in week 3. Handed it to them. And here we are shaking our head using pretty much the little brain cells that I have right now to let a 30-minute podcast rip. Hope everybody's having a real nice day. Again, appreciate all the love and support, all our sponsors, all our endorsements. Appreciate everybody just believing in the Samboners. Went to a cool little activation party on Thursday with these guys that are slinging this forged Irish stout, pretty good Irish stout, nice little competitor for Guinness. Went down to the Garage Fish Town. That was a cool little bar. Great little bar. Just guess like let's just kick off the weekend, Thursday night style, baby. Just like that, we got, games on Saturday, games on Sunday, games on Monday. And here we are Tuesday, hanging our head. Again, I don't know. I don't have answers. Let's look back on the other wild card games. What do we got? Oh, my God. Mickey Mush in the house. I fucking loved the Browns. I really did. Now, granted, C.J. Stroud is an absolute stud. But so you had the Texans blowing the Browns out 45-14. You had the Chiefs completely handing it to the Dolphins. I had the Dolphins there as well. Oh, man, Mickey Mush got off to a flaming hot start. No wonder I'm not in the Fazul pool anymore. Chiefs knock off the Dolphins 26-7. Again, just talked about it. Mahomes, Reed, they did what they were supposed to do. That's what they did. Then you go into the next games with the Packers and the Cowboys. Packers laying on the Cowboys 48-32. That's actually a respectable score. The Packers absolutely own them. Like for everybody out there, this is more of like kind of an American-driven comment. Like, why do people have so much confidence and belief in the Dallas Cowboys, and then even furthermore, so much confidence and belief in Dak Prescott? Like, why do all the ESPN guys want to blow him? Honestly, he is a joke. He is one of the biggest jokes of all time. But again, there's something to be said about this whole quote unquote America's team. They're not America's team. They're America's joke artists. It's what they are. They are bona fide joke artists. My God. And dude, Green Bay is a sleeper in this playoffs. Heading into the playoffs, they're 6-1, 7-1. And Jordan Love is looking good. He's looking real good. So, dude, look out for the Packers. Man, shame on me for not picking up on that. Because I'll be honest with you, I did think the Cowboys were going to win. I didn't think the Packers had a chance, but here I am. Homer Mick doing his thing. And then we go into the next game. The Lions squeak by the Rams 24-23. The Bills hand it to the Steelers 31-17. Dude, I've been saying this for weeks now. I can't believe I didn't take the Bills to win the Super Bowl at 40-1, 6 or 7 weeks ago. They were 40-1. Now they're probably odds-on favorites to win the Super Bowl. That would have been one hell of a return. They are the hottest team in football. They are physical. They are tough. They have swagger. Again, everybody's got their own personalities. But if you look at Josh Allen, go up to the podium and give a post-game press conference, he does it with character, with personality. May chuckle here and there. You can see Jalen Hurts go up to the podium and do his pet post-game. It's like, yeah. Is that a question? Yeah. Nick, I didn't hear that. Nick Sirianni, I didn't hear that. No, it's a yes or no. Do you want Nick Sirianni as the coach or no? And the answer that you give is yes, but no, you avoided the question and acted like he was being let go. It was just a tool bag answer, man. This guy continues to act like a fucking tool bag on the pressers. It really is. It's, oh God. So, again, it's a product of your head coach, your leader. I keep hitting my table and then video shaking. Jesus Christ, I'm a mess here, man. Sambo Nation. I am a mess. Sip of coffee. Here we go. And just like that, the wild card weekend is over. The teams that deserve to win are moving on. And you know what? It would not surprise me if the Super Bowl is KC. Buffalo. Oh, shit. Who's going to come out of the NFC? Oh, my God. Bucks, Lions, Packers. Are you kidding me? This Super Bowl is going to suck. Honest to God. The AFC is where it's at. Bills, Chiefs next week. That's your game of the week. That is your game of the week. All right, shifting gears. Oh my God. Yeah, I did that skit on the Peacock. That's such bullshit. Like, seriously, why don't you come out of the pool and play with your cock and balls already? Give me a fucking break. Like, I mean that. Honest to God. Like, my grandmother, my mom, I should say, she was a diehard Phillies fan. Every game. She would sit there in her little chair, smoke her Marlboro 100s, pour herself a nice stiffy Manhattan, and watch the Phils. And now there's 16 or 17 games throughout the year where Peacock comes into play and throws a nice little ringer your way, and you got to pay whatever it is. Now, look, I'm just making fun of the relevant shit that we're put up against. But again, man, you gotta look after your elders, dude. And that kind of shit should not be happening. I do not agree with the Peacock thing. Caught up on some PGA golf over the weekend. I'm looking to get geeked up about like golf and spring and baseball. Like I love basketball. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that the Flyers are doing well. I think they just reeled off 4 straight wins. They're right there in the thick of it. And it's apparently a very likable team. I don't get like extremely geeked up for hockey. But again, man, like this is now you got to turn the page. You got to turn the page. So we're fortunate enough to have 2 winning organizations right now in the Flyers and Sixers. Baseball is right around the corner. And then you got golf season, man. You got golf season. Dude, shout out to Grayson Murray picking up a PGA Tour win at the Sony Open. Like, dude, some of those views, man. Are you kidding me? Oh, God, we got to get out to Hawaii and play some golf. But shout out to Grayson Murray, took home the title, first win since 2017. I was reading some interesting things about this guy, man. Him and Chris Kirk apparently were a couple hammers, man, drinking a lot, both struggling with alcoholism. I don't know if it was alcoholism, but it was like, they talked to the point where they played 18 and they went and got drunk. And both of them are recovered. And I think this Grayson Murray dude almost lost his life a couple years back. So cool to see him just kind of plow back and, make a name for himself and capturing the title right there at the Sony Open, knocking off Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley was right there. I always like watching Keegan, man. He's a tough golfer. He plays an interesting way. I do appreciate his game. But yeah, that's it, folks. I don't know, man. I don't know. This is God awful. This is clearly one of the worst podcasts I've ever dropped in my entire life. Look, that said, it is wing month. We're out there. Everybody's out there samboning, and you just love to see it, right? The Samboner debuts continue to come in, and it's just beautiful to see some of these new faces, whether it's a debut or just another random Samboner doing what we're asking them to do. And that's fun, man. Just keep going out there, samboning, trying new places, get creative, have fun with it. And that's all, man. I hit Dominic's Tavern finally over in Belmar. They do like an interesting, like dry, wet, kind of like a Burns Tavern style in a way. Like they're ready to go. I think they just do like a quick flash, throw a little extra Hanks or hot sauce and butter on those puppies. And they came out nice, man. They're clearly in that top 20 wing. Stopped over this place yesterday in Paoli, this place TJ's, and they kind of had a similar model too, where there's probably like 100 wings sitting there already cooked, and it's just kind of like a quick flash fry. Like you order the wings, 35 seconds go by and they come out, and you're like, holy shit. But bone to pick, man. Bone to pick there. And I don't know, I hope it doesn't get back to the owner, but maybe it should. Maybe it should. Like, bone to pick of the month or the week or whatever, the day. So Sam Jr. and I hit the Grand Slam out there, bought like 6 tokens, let her rip in the cages, and then stopped over to TJ's and got 8 wings, cold beer, and a soda, a $4 soda. Like, are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna charge us $4 for a fountain soda? Like, look, I get it, man. We're up against a lot of just weird changes post-pandemic, and everything's everything's gone up in value, and the restaurants are getting gouged because at the end of the day, like the price of poultry. I get all this, man. I get all this. So you got to make your margins. But we're talking about syrup here, man. We're talking about syrup and club soda mixed together to form a Coca-Cola on ice. And you're going to charge us $4 fucking dollars. That's a crime. That's a fucking crime. Okay. I'm sorry, folks. I really am. See, I just looked back on the last minute that I talked about soda, and I think I might have said the F word 8 times. But the good thing is that I say it here, and it helps me not say it as much when I walk outside. So I'm going to look as that being a positive, because honest to God, I thought about running you motherfuckers off the road today. I really did, because I am just so fucking pissed off at what has just taken place. Like what? God damn it! What happened? Why? Oh man! You know, one other thing too. I forgot to mention. You know, you grow stronger, becoming a Philadelphia Eagles fan, living up here in the East Coast, weathering the 4 seasons. Right now, you got a couple inches of snow, ice on the ground, and you gather around on these Sundays to watch your beloved birds. And I'm struggling to kind of understand where I'm going to go with this, but I just want to give a nice shout out. I'm going to give a nice shout out to Jason Kelce, and if the rumors are true, and last night was your last game in a Philadelphia Eagles uniform, hats go off to you, man, because at the end of the day, you did it right. You weren't there to impress anybody off the field. You were there to play football. But as a true ambassador of the sport, and just a true ambassador of what it means to be a Philadelphia Eagles fan, you are the epitome of it. Statue, dude. Jason Kelce will be the next statue sitting outside of the Philadelphia Sports Complex, and it is well deserved. So shout out to you, my man. Keep on Samboner, and see you in Sea Isle City. Nothing but love to Jason Kelce and his family. So that's it. Before I cry and shed a tear, what else do I have written down here? Saw some rumors about the former members of Sublime forming another band. Like Sublime's coming back. Like, holy shit, Jamboners, that would be sweet. The message of love. She said, I love the way you move. I love the way you rock. Ha, ha. Oh man, dude, Sublime. We were cut too short with those guys, but hopefully they can string some things together and get back out there. That would be awesome. That's it. I covered it all. Shout out to that's it. I was going to talk about like sound of the game. I don't know why I wrote all this. I talk about Ambler bars. We were out in Ambler hanging out. Dude, shout out to Harry's putting some cutlets on the menu. Harry, they look good, dude. People were Samboning the bag out of those cutlets. We went over to KC's. We went over to Forest and Maine. Nobody had the sound of the game on. Like, is that a lost art? Like sound of the game. I get it with the Eagles and the Phillies. Like usually bars will put the sound of the game on, but I'm talking playoffs, man. Playoffs, right? We're going out, hanging out for a playoff game. I want to listen to the sound of the game. I think you can get away with both the sound of the game and music. I'm a big combo guy. I like putting the radio on back by the bar, and then I'll have the TV on up on the far wall, and we get the best of both worlds. Honestly, I think it works. I don't know. Drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'll get a view out of it. I told you this was going to be brutal, but I appreciate you hanging in there, Samboner Nation. We're going to keep on Samboner. Hope you keep on Samboner too. Happy Wing Month. Let's get after it. See y'all soon. Pop that Samboner, and baby, it's on. Dropping 45 minutes just to